everyone, and welcome to another CRM Snacktime Snippet. I'm Alex Killian, the video producer here on XTIVIA's marketing team. And today we have the pleasure again of being joined by Mike Ahrenhoersterbaeumer, our Senior Business Development Manager. Mike, how's it going today?
It's going great. Beautiful and sunny outside. No complaints. So thank you for having me.
Amazing. Thanks for being here. So today we are continuing to talk about some of the Salesforce verticals. And today we're focusing on Salesforce Nonprofit Success Pack. So Mike, what is Salesforce Nonprofit Success Pack and how can it help my organization?
Great. Thanks, Alex. It's a good question. And we look, last week, if you check this out, we started covering our Salesforce industry verticals, of which there are many, and every day they're coming out with more. But we're kind of focusing ours on the ones that we really know, the ones that we're very focused in. And one of those is the Nonprofit Success Pack. So what that is, it is Salesforce, but again, like the other industry verticals, it is geared towards nonprofit organizations and helping them manage and their operations, engage with their constituents, and so much more, right? So obviously there's all types of different nonprofit organizations out there. And the Nonprofit Success Pack, like the other industry verticals, comes with a ton of functionality and processes and data points geared towards nonprofit organizations. That does not mean as a nonprofit organization, you're going to utilize all pieces, all aspects of the Nonprofit Success Pack just because you may not be ready for it or you may not need it or whatever the case may be, right? But with Nonprofit Success Pack, you still get all the same kind of powerful capabilities, standard capabilities, I'll call it, with Salesforce. So again, your sales and marketing capabilities, mobile, reporting, API and customization capabilities, all of that come with it, right? Some of those nonprofit geared pieces of functionality, donor management, right? So as a nonprofit organization, if you want to be able to track each donor's giving history, their engagement with you, their contact information, it enables nonprofits to track those donations, recurring gifts, segment donors based on certain specific information. And that's a big part of the Nonprofit Success Pack. Fundraising is another one. So if you want to manage fundraising campaigns and events and like donor stewardship and things of that nature, allows you to do all that and manage grants, corporate sponsorships, plan giving programs. It does a lot, right? And again, these aren't all things that every or a nonprofit organization may not do, they may not need to do, they may still be using some other system to handle some of these aspects, right? Because there's also obviously the constituent engagement as well. So how are you targeting your communications? How are you managing your events? Is there any tie-in with memberships potentially or subscriptions? And just what does that overall constituent relationship look like, right? Salesforce allows you to do that, right? It's very powerful. It's very easy to kind of configure a little bit more to meet your actual needs, right? Because it does all these things, but it may not necessarily meet exactly what you want to do, right? But as most people know with Salesforce, it's very configurable, very customizable, so you can, change things around. We help you change things around, or we can help you change things around. So it meets your business needs and your use cases exactly how you want them, right? One of the other big areas, and the last one that I'll touch on with nonprofit, that it does allow you to do out of the box if you want to. And this isn't, again, all nonprofit organizations, but you may need to manage volunteers, right? A lot of nonprofit organizations have volunteers doing all different types of work for their organization, right? So Nonprofit Success Pack can actually allow you to manage your volunteers, track volunteer hours, assign tasks and responsibilities. It even has tools for like volunteer recruitment and engagement and recognition. It is really powerful, all of the capabilities that the Nonprofit Success Pack has. And one last little thing that I'll mention, and I will say it's not for every nonprofit organization, but for like 501c3s and I believe a couple others, it actually, Salesforce allows you to have 10 users or 10 seats for free. So it's really great and that Salesforce does that because a lot of times, obviously, nonprofit organizations, They work very lean, right? Every dollar counts. So Salesforce actually gives you 10 licenses for free. And then if you need any more on top of that, just based on the size of your organization, you start charging for that, but it is at a very friendly cost that works well for nonprofit organizations. We work with a ton of different nonprofit organizations. We love working with them. They're all friendly people, hardworking. They just want to get the system to work for them and them not have to work for the system so they can focus on doing the good work that they do every day in their business lives, working with these several nonprofit organizations. So it's a great tool, something we're very familiar with. If any nonprofit organization watches this, hopefully you do not hesitate to reach out to me. Happy to answer any questions about specific functionality on the nonprofit cloud, how we can help you build it out, or whatever you may need out of a new solution to really help your nonprofit organization sing and streamline your processes so you can focus on the good work that you do day in, day out. And with that, that's what I have to talk about today with the nonprofit cloud. If anybody has any further questions, concerns, wants to know more information, please reach out. We'd love to help. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you so much, Mike. As Mike mentioned, please reach out with any questions or feel free to leave a comment. And please come back next week for another CRM Snacktime Snippet. Thank you.